What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Armani TV. Today I'm gonna show y'all how to transform your kitchen, make it look way better than it did before. Cause y'all see the ugly kitchen is gonna look good. So I'm just saying exactly what's in the audio, but I have this contact paper. It's a marble kind of contact paper to put on the counters, and then I got the black wood contact paper to put on the cabinets. So at this moment, I was just trying to see like how I would be able to do it. I was putting some out at first, like measuring to see how much I would need, and then trying to cut. That's what I should have done, but I did not do. You're gonna see me not do that. So right here, you're gonna see me like just pulling it back and trying to place it on the counter. So what I did was only pull a little bit of the sticker paper off, because if you pull it all off, it'll just stick to everything, like any and everything, and that's not something you want. So I would just take a little bit off by a little bit, and then I would place the first part on at the top. But after you put it on at the top, you can cut it where the crease is at, but I did not choose to do that because I just used the smoother tool to make sure it was nicely in the groove, so that I just wouldn't have to go through all of that. And then I just put it down. You can see me I'm just confused. And so once I finally came back, I found the smoother tool, and as you can see, I'm trying to lift it back up because it was just too sticky. That's why I don't advise to just pull the little part off, because it sticks to everything. But I'm trying to pull it up so that I can do it like a more neater. See, it had the non-sticky part had end up sticking back to it, which was good. So I used the smoother tool to just make sure everything was neat, no bubbles, no wrinkles, anything. And if it was, you can see me, I pull it back up, put it right back down. I didn't have no issues with it like not sticking, because I did like lift up and then put it down, lift up and put it down. I didn't have no issues with it sticking, like with it not sticking or anything. But yeah, just complete this process and just make sure it's smooth and neat, and you can use the tool to make sure it's going down flat. If you also have a second person to do this and help you, that'll be good too, because it's easier like with four hands and stuff too. So as you can see right here, I'm just cutting the ends. At first I was going to do like the fold over method, but yeah, it was really tacky when you did it like that. So I just had aligned my my X-acto knife with the edge or the bottom of the counter, and then just went straight across. And if your X-acto knife is real sharp, it's gonna cut real nice, neat, clean. I'm just cutting around the sink, the perimeter of the sink, so that it can be nice and flat. I would have to keep looking back at the camera because my camera kept cutting off. Like, it just didn't want me to have a successful YouTube video. It was real disrespectful, I must say, but I have to keep looking back though. I honestly didn't have no specific way of doing it, no pattern. I kind of changed it up as I went. I just went with whatever looked better. Like at first I was doing a fold over method. I think I showed y'all. You finna see it. I folded the contact paper under, and yeah, I just didn't like that. So towards the end, I think when I was finished, I cut just evenly with the counter, and it turned out and it looked way better like that. So right here, I think I just used like an extra little scrap that was sitting around somewhere, but I just used a little piece just to do the top part. To stretch this paper, I just use scraps in places where I can use scraps. That I had a little space between my stove and my dishwasher, so you can see that, and it was like a little brown part, so I had to cover it up. And I used some scrap from the other thing, and I just folded it over. Also, using a blow dryer during this process is a good thing. I didn't figure that out until I was doing the cabinets. listening to music, so that's why I just stopped and danced, because, yeah. So I kept doing that same method all throughout my cabinets until I was finished, and then I went to the cabinets. So I started my cabinets, and then I just began taking off each and every single one of them from the hinges, and then I worked them individually. So a lot of my cabinet footage had got deleted, and I couldn't get it back at all. So this is the little part that I do have. I did it in 2 ways. I did my cabinets in 2 ways. You're gonna see this is the first one, and then I can show you guys the second one. This way, it took the longest. I do not recommend, but I saw a lot of YouTubers doing it this way, and this might help you, and this might be your way. But I did the side. I did each of the sides first. Like I did the top, bottom, then the right and left. I didn't like this method because it took too long. It didn't make the the indentation. It didn't make it look better. So I just felt like it was a waste of time, honestly. But the purpose of doing this was so that the indentation in the cabinet won't look like bulky or anything. But if you do not have any indentations in your cabinet, you can just put it on just like this. But you can do it like the second way. I'm gonna show you. But after you finish doing this to each and every single 4 of the sides, then you can cut out a rectangle piece that's the same width and length of your indentation, and then just lay the rectangle piece that you cut right on the top, because then the sides will be covered. And after I had did that to a couple cabinets, this has turning out. This is the second way that I was trying to show you guys. So how I did this was just cut out a piece and then hover it over the cabinet so that it's not sticking, but yet it's in place. And then as you see, I'm trying to indent the crease, like put it in the crease so that it won't just be bulky and just like air bubbles under there. So after I had did that, I cut out the side so that it can lay down nice and neat. I did that on the other one too, but cut out the side so that when you fold it over, it's a lot more neater, instead of it being like bulky. Now I'm using the blow dryer to make sure it's staying in place. The blow dryer worked wonders with these. You gotta use a blow dryer, but it makes it conform to all the crevices and stuff of the cabinet, so it's easier. Instead of trying to use the smoother thing, the blow dryer lays it right down. So like you see how it's easy, like I'm just going straight over it. Right here, I'm just cutting out the hinges so that the contact paper can go on either sides of it and lay flat. that last step, then that's pretty much it. And this is how the cabinets turned out. After 2 long full days, this is how it turned out. I should have everything that I use in the description box. And if I don't, just eggs. Don't forget to like and subscribe.